why belly fat appears after 40, and what actually helps your body change. Something strange happens to many people after the age of 40. They wake up one day and realize their body is no longer responding the way it used to. The same meals that never seemed to matter before suddenly feel different. The same exercise routine that once kept them in shape doesn't seem to work anymore. The number on the scale may not have changed dramatically, but something else has: their waistline. The middle of the body begins to feel like the place where everything collects. And for many people, this creates a frustrating question. Why is this happening when I haven't changed that much? The answer is more complicated than simply eating too much or moving too little. Your body is not a machine that stays exactly the same forever. It is a living system constantly responding to hormones, stress, sleep, muscle levels, food choices, and age. After 40, several quiet changes begin happening inside the body. And understanding those changes is the first step toward changing the outcome. One of the biggest differences is where the body stores fat. Not all fat is the same. The fat that sits underneath your skin is the type you can usually grab with your fingers. But deeper inside the abdomen is another type called visceral fat. This fat surrounds important organs and behaves differently from the fat you can see on the outside. A small amount of visceral fat is normal and necessary. The problem begins when too much of it accumulates. Research has connected higher levels of visceral fat with increased risks related to blood sugar control, inflammation, and heart health. This is why two people with the same body weight can have very different health profiles. The number on the scale does not tell the whole story. The shape of the body matters. So why does this often become more noticeable after 40? For women, one major factor is changing hormone levels. Before menopause, estrogen influences where the body tends to store fat. Many women naturally store more fat around the hips and thighs. But as estrogen levels decline during the years around menopause, fat distribution can gradually shift. The body may begin storing more fat around the abdomen. This can feel unfair because many women are doing exactly what they have always done. They are eating similar foods, they are following similar routines, yet their body begins responding differently. This is not simply a matter of discipline, it is biology. For men, aging brings its own challenges. Testosterone levels may gradually decline. Muscle mass often decreases if strength training is not maintained. And because muscle is one of the body's most metabolically active tissues, losing muscle can make it easier to gain fat over time. But here is the important part. Aging does not mean losing control of your body. It means the strategy needs to change. The habits that worked at 25 may not be enough at 50. The good news is that the body remains adaptable. Small changes can create powerful results. And some of the most effective habits are not extreme. They are simple daily behaviors that support the way your body was designed to function. The first one is movement. But not necessarily the kind of movement most people imagine. When people hear the word exercise, they often picture intense workouts, crowded gyms, and hours of training. But one of the most underrated tools for managing body fat is simply moving more throughout the day. Walking, standing, taking the stairs, moving between tasks. These small moments add up. Many modern lifestyles have removed natural movement from everyday life. People drive everywhere. They sit for long periods. They spend most of their day in one position. The human body was not designed for that. Regular low-intensity movement helps your muscles use energy throughout the day and improves the way your body handles blood sugar. A 30-minute walk after a meal, for example, can be surprisingly powerful. It helps your muscles absorb glucose from the bloodstream and reduces the large spikes that can encourage fat storage over time. The second important habit is paying attention to what you drink. Many people focus only on food while ignoring one of the easiest ways calories enter the body: liquid calories. Sweetened drinks can deliver large amounts of sugar without creating the same feeling of fullness as solid food. Your brain registers a meal differently from a sugary drink. You can consume hundreds of extra calories and still feel hungry afterward. Replacing even one sugary drink each day with water, unsweetened tea, or another lower-calorie option can create a meaningful difference over months and years. This is one reason many traditional eating cultures naturally protect against weight gain, not because people are constantly dieting, but because their everyday choices make overeating less likely. The environment around you matters. Your kitchen matters. Your routines matter. Your defaults matter. The easiest choice is often the choice you repeat. And the next habit may be one of the most interesting because it changes not only how much you eat, but how your body responds to the food you already enjoy, the order of your meals. The way you eat is not only about what is on your plate, it is also about what happens inside your body after the meal begins. One simple habit that has gained attention in nutrition research is the order in which you eat your food. Many people start a meal with bread, rice, pasta, or other carbohydrates, but changing the sequence can influence how your body responds. Starting with vegetables, protein, and fiber-rich foods before eating carbohydrates can slow digestion and reduce the speed at which glucose enters your bloodstream. Why does this matter? Because large and frequent blood sugar spikes require larger releases of insulin. Insulin is an important hormone. It helps move glucose from your blood into your cells where it can be used for energy. But when the body is constantly exposed to high levels of glucose and insulin, it can become less sensitive to those signals. Over time, this can make maintaining a healthy body composition more difficult. Beginning a meal with vegetables creates a different environment. The fiber helps slow digestion, protein increases fullness, and the body receives energy in a more gradual way. The interesting part is that you do not necessarily have to remove your favorite foods. The rice can stay, the potatoes can stay, the bread can stay. Sometimes a small change in timing and balance can have a bigger impact than strict restriction. This leads to another important factor that becomes increasingly valuable after 40: protein. As people age, maintaining muscle becomes one of the most important things they can do for their metabolism. Muscle is not just about appearance. It is active tissue that uses energy even when you are resting. When muscle decreases, the body often burns fewer calories throughout the day. This is why strength training and adequate protein become more important with age. You do not need to become a professional athlete. You do not need hours in the gym. Simple resistance exercises performed consistently can help preserve muscle and support a healthier metabolism. Walking is excellent, but combining walking with some form of strength training creates an even stronger foundation. Another powerful habit is increasing the amount of fiber in your diet. Fiber is found in foods like vegetables, fruits, beans, lentils, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. Unlike many processed foods that disappear quickly through the digestive system, fiber slows the process. It helps you feel full longer. It supports healthier digestion, and it feeds beneficial bacteria living inside your gut. Your gut is home to trillions of microorganisms that interact with your body every day. Scientists are still discovering exactly how complex this relationship is. But research suggests that a healthier gut environment may support better metabolism and lower inflammation. This does not mean there is one magical food that will transform your body. There is no single ingredient that cancels out an unhealthy lifestyle. Instead, it is the pattern that matters. A meal rich in vegetables, enough protein, high-fiber foods, less added sugar. These repeated choices create a different internal environment over time. Now, there is another factor that many people underestimate: sleep. People often think of sleep as simply a period when the body rests. But sleep is an active biological process. During sleep, your body regulates hormones connected to hunger, stress, recovery, and energy balance. When you consistently sleep poorly, several things can happen. Hunger signals can increase, cravings for high-calorie foods can become stronger, stress hormones may remain elevated, and the body can become less efficient at regulating energy. This is why someone who sleeps 5 hours every night may struggle with weight management even if they are trying hard. The body is working against them. A good sleep routine is not a luxury. It is part of maintaining a healthy metabolism. Going to bed at a consistent time, reducing bright screens late at night, keeping the bedroom cool, and allowing enough hours for recovery are simple steps that can make a difference. The same is true for stress. Chronic stress changes the chemistry of the body. When stress remains high for long periods, cortisol levels can stay elevated. Cortisol is useful when you need quick energy or when your body faces a challenge. But when the stress never turns off, the body can remain in a constant state of alert. Many people try to solve this by adding more pressure, more strict diets, more punishment, more extreme workouts. But the body does not respond well to constant stress. Sometimes the answer is not doing more. Sometimes the answer is creating more balance. A short walk outside, a few minutes of quiet, better sleep, time away from constant notifications, small moments of recovery. These things may seem unrelated to body fat, but they influence the systems that control appetite, energy, and health. So what does all of this look like in real life? It does not look like a perfect diet. It does not look like never eating your favorite foods again. It looks much simpler. A normal day might look like this. Start your morning with protein and a balanced meal. Move your body regularly throughout the day. Walk after meals when possible. Fill most of your plate with vegetables and whole foods. Eat protein with each main meal. Choose water or unsweetened drinks most of the time. Strength train a few times per week. Protect your sleep and manage stress before it manages you. These are not dramatic changes, but dramatic results are often created by ordinary actions repeated consistently. The biggest mistake people make after 40 is believing their body has stopped working. It has not. Your body is constantly adapting. It responds to the signals you send it every day. The food you choose, the movement you create, the sleep you protect, the stress you manage, the environment you build around yourself. You do not need to fight your body. You need to understand it. The goal is not to chase the body you had 20 years ago. The goal is to build the healthiest version of the body you have today. Because aging is not the moment when your body begins working against you. It is the moment when your body begins asking for a different kind of care. And when you listen to those signals, small changes can create a completely different future. Your waistline is not just a number. It is a reflection of thousands of daily decisions. And the best time to start changing those decisions is not tomorrow. It is with the next one. Take care of your body. Respect the process. And remember, progress does not come from perfection. It comes from consistency.